everybody. It's Jamie from Lemon Rebellion, and I'm here with Gina Bell. Hi, Gina.
Hi.
Thanks for making some time to talk with us. Let me tell you a little bit about Gina. She is an empowerment guide, author, speaker, workshop host, and creator of the Tears and Tulle movement. She's the author of a women's empowerment picture book called Tears and Tulle. And Gina uses art, metaphors, and rainbow tulle to help people all over the world remember their color. And she's also going to be one of our presenters at Lemon Rebellion coming up in September. So today, Gina, I can't wait for everyone to get to know you a little bit better and then hear what you're going to be sharing with us to get a sneak peek of what you're going to talk about at Lemon Rebellion. So tell us, first of all, more about this Tears and Tulle movement. And I understand you're also writing a new book, Tears and Taffeta. What is all this about?
Yeah, the Tears and Tulle movement, there's actually a book that goes along with that movement now. And I can talk about that in just a moment because it has to do with tears and taffeta. But yeah, the Tears and Tulle movement was born on an abandoned overpass a few years back. I was wearing this giant rainbow tulle skirt and I had paired it with something black. And I thought, wow, this really shows how I'm able to connect with my color from within the darkness and struggles of real life and just sort of stand in that space and make room for my dreams to grow and my magic to sort of emerge even when things aren't going the way that I expected them to go at that moment in my life. So I would end up bringing that giant rainbow tulle skirt home and realizing that I wanted to share it with women all over the United States and in parts of Canada. And so I asked 52 women over 52 weeks if they would wear the rainbow tulle skirt, also pair it with something black, and show how they were taking up space in their own lives from within the struggles and messiness of it to reconnect with their own magic. And so the skirt is on, as we speak this moment, it's on house 45. So we're
Wow.
almost mark. And, women all over the US and Canada have shared their stories, and the movement has evolved out, and there are people in different parts of the world. Our latest tribe is in Africa, where women are sharing their stories of struggle and darkness and magic and sharing skirts of their own. So it's kind of like the original skirt and all these other skirts in different places in the world are forming one giant tulle skirt that's sort of, not the same as the tulle skirts we grow up seeing, but a real sense of empowerment can be found in these stories.
That's so cool. I hope that skirt shows up at my house someday. I want to put it on. I love the symbolism though, Gina, of what you're saying between the black, I suppose the black top with this colorful, beautiful skirt and creating that visual of, even in the midst of the hard times, there's this color and life and movement, I imagine as well in the fabric of the skirt that just reminds us to celebrate and there are good things that can come from it.
Absolutely. And I think a lot of the times we grow up seeing tulle skirts, right? We see them on princesses, we see them on brides, we see them on ballerinas, and we think, oh, maybe one day when I'm one of those things, I might wear these tulle skirts. And the tulle skirts that I'm talking about can't be, they don't fit nicely into boxes. They take up space. They're layered. It's um, their transparency and their strength that bring on this beauty, and not so much just the boxy labels that tulle sometimes get. So when you work with me, we're looking at tulle a whole different way. So yeah,
Yeah,
I
that's
celebrate.
amazing. That's amazing. It sounds like there are a lot of parallels there, really, with women's empowerment, coming back to ourselves. You're also a holistic health coach, I understand. Do you use some of these concepts in your practice beyond just being an author?
I do. Yeah, I use metaphors basically anytime I work with anybody or I'm speaking on stage or something like that. It's always about metaphors, and it's about looking at the life we have around us, whether that be a tulle skirt that week, or it be an ice cream shop, or it be a Ferris wheel, or there's different ways that I help people to think about balance and how we take care of ourselves differently through the things we see every day in real life. So the tulle skirt's one of those things, but there's a lot of other ways too.
Yeah, that's really cool. Now, when we first connected and decided, hell yes, we want to work together and get involved with Lemon Rebellion together, we found some parallels there between what you do and this idea of, women that are looking to create advantage and opportunity and find the beauty even in the midst of the adversity. I think a lot of those parallels are apparent, but what do you see as some of maybe those key key areas that what you're doing with the Tears and Tulle movement and the book um, contribute to this discussion and to what the women coming to Lemon Rebellion may be looking to learn or gain some insight on?
Yeah, I think so. There's Tears and Tulle, the book, and it's a women's empowerment picture book. And it's really for all ages. It's probably the book I needed as a little kid. But it's, like a 42-page picture book. It takes about 6 minutes to read the whole thing. And I always say that it's not 42 pages long. It's like millions of pages long, because all of us are connected in some way or another. And the book is for everyone. So it's for everyone to connect and see themselves in the story. And so I think that when we can sort of come together more in a like an interconnected sort of way. I often talk about trees and how they're connected underground through their roots. And I think that women are so much more connected to each other than we realize. We get really busy with life and the pressures and the chaos that can kind of come with that, that we forget there's sort of like this holistic early energy that all of us sort of carry in our hearts. So I think that just knowing that, we all have these beautiful hearts and this beautiful color that we're born with. And when we can pause even for a moment to see it in ourselves and then in the people around us, it really opens up the space to connect and have this sort of freedom in believing in ourselves again, if that makes any sense at all.
Yeah, no, definitely. I definitely feel that also in the way you're talking about it. It definitely hits home. And at Lemon Rebellion, then I understand you're going to be talking to us about Tears and Tulle, living a life outside the box, and that listeners can expect to take away a sense of empowerment, a feeling of support, a love of their true self. What can they expect to hear from you? What experience you're going to guide them through at Lemon Rebellion?
Sure, yeah. I plan on actually reading my book, so I'm excited about that, about reading.
Yay! Great. Super curious. I can't wait to hear from you being read by you.
And it's really all about, we kind of get into this like groundhog day, some of our days can feel like we're doing the same things, over and over
Yeah.
again. I think that we feel a little bit stuck, or we feel a little bit off, and we don't exactly know why. We just know, like, maybe I'm supposed to have a deeper connection with myself and the universe. I know it's deep down inside of me, but I'm just feeling a little off, like I can't quite connect with it. And I think that Tears and Tulle, there's actually moves in the book where you could either imagine them in your mind, or you could physically, if you're able to, get up and do them. And the girl in the story, she's skipping and dancing and swishing and twirling, and she's remembering the spirit of that magical girl. And when we actually, physically get up, or we can imagine it in our minds, and we go through those moves, we're doing things a little bit differently than we normally do. Like,
Yeah.
we get up from our computer and we might do these moves, or just take a pause in our day to think about things differently than we normally do. And I just think that small little bit of movement can actually sort of connect us a little bit better to remembering who we really are at like a core deep level.
Oh my gosh, I can't wait. That's so exciting. It sounds beautiful, and I can just imagine how that feels to reconnect like with your little inner child as well, right? And let her be free. Let her celebrate the colors and the feelings and everything all around her. Oh, good. Oh, good. Well, Thank you, Gina. I want everyone to know that she's also generously offering a coupon code for a discount on a copy of Tears and Tulle for everyone that comes and listens to her at Lemon Rebellion. And please join us. It's from September 19th to the 25th. And you're going to hear more from Gina Bell, as well as over 30 speakers, life coaches, wellness practitioners, for a live online experience supporting women to flip the script on adversity and take their lives back into their own hands and find the joy and the colors and the celebration that comes with doing that. Gina, a pleasure chatting with you. Drive safe on your way home. And thanks for being here. And we can't wait to hear from you more at Lemon Rebellion.
Great. Thank you.
Take care. Bye.